Your shoulders have been begging for attention, not whispering, screaming. You just didn't notice. Every time you attempt a push-up and feel that uncomfortable pinch, every time you struggle to stabilize during a handstand or fail to lock out properly in a dip, that's not weakness. That's your shoulders having a full-on meltdown because they've been carrying your entire upper body progression quietly in the background. And here's the harsh truth. Just because your shoulders are working in your workouts doesn't mean you've actually been training them. Let me repeat that. Your shoulders aren't tired. They're ignored. And if you don't fix that now, your progress won't just slow down. It'll stall, or worse, leave you injured. You've probably been thinking, I do pull-ups, I do dips, I do push-ups. Yeah, and you use your shoulders, but you never prioritize them. Calisthenics athletes do this all the time. Pull-ups, you focus on your back and grip. Dips, chest, and triceps. Even advanced skills like planches, still full body. Shoulders just tag along for the ride, supporting everything without being center stage. And that's the trap. You don't feel the damage early enough because shoulders are sneaky. They let other muscles dominate while they stabilize. They compensate for your imbalances quietly, until you suddenly can't hold form, can't recover properly, can't push harder. Then it's too late. Instabilities, plateau, pain. Maybe even injury that forces you to step away from training completely. We all want that wide-shouldered, strong, controlled physique. We want to press our body weight overhead like gravity doesn't apply to us. But here's where most people mess up. Strength isn't just about the muscles you see. True shoulder power comes from control, from isolation, from deliberately targeting weak links instead of hoping they'll just grow from compound exercises. Because shoulders aren't assistants. They are leaders. Start treating them like a major muscle group, not a background stabilizer. And everything else improves automatically. Your push-ups feel stronger. Your pull-ups feel more stable. That handstand, suddenly less wobbly. Your posture improves. Mobility increases. Pain disappears. You stop fighting against your body and start training with it. So today we're flipping the script. Instead of letting your shoulders just help out, we're giving them the spotlight. These 5 exercises aren't about aesthetics, though that 3D delt look, oh, you'll definitely get that. This is about growth, stability, and long-term performance. Plus, I'll share a bonus at the end that separates casual athletes from the serious ones. This is where the shift begins. Let's train smart, not just hard. Exercise. 1. Lateral raises with resistant bands. Unlock that wide shoulder. 3D V-taper look. Look in the mirror. From the front, do your shoulders actually stand out? Or do they look kind of flat? That's because you've been hitting front and rear delts indirectly, but neglecting the medial delts. The side delts are the real MVPs for that wide look. They don't get activated much during push-ups, dips, or pull-ups. So they stay quiet, lazy, underdeveloped. And that's why even advanced athletes sometimes look narrow from the front. Execution. Step on a band. Slight bend in the elbows. Raise arms straight out to shoulder height. Pause. Lower with control. Don't yank it. Don't fight the band. Control it. Where people mess up, they grab the thickest band possible, thinking more resistance means more gains. Wrong. If you can't hit full range of motion with control, you're not training. You're just pretending to. Slow down. Let your side delts. Feel the movement. That slow burn. That's what builds width. Exercise 2. Pike push-ups. Your first step toward true overhead power. You want handstand strength? This is where you start. Pike push-ups teach your shoulders what it feels like to press your own body weight overhead, but without needing full handstand control yet. That's why this movement is the first real bridge toward elite shoulder development. How to do it? Start in push-up position. Walk your feet forward until your hips rise into a V shape. Lower your head between your hands under control. Then, push back up. Don't. Flare your elbows like you're trying to take off. If your pike position looks like a collapsing umbrella, you're missing all the benefits. Upgrade. Put your feet on a box. The closer you get to vertical, the more shoulder dominance you build. This is not just a variation, it's your first step to strict handstand push-ups. Exercise 3. Ring face pulls. Bulletproof your shoulders from the back. What's stronger, a door with a solid front panel or one with reinforced hinges? The latter. The rear delts and rotator cuffs are your hinges. Most athletes overtrain pushing strength and never train shoulder stabilizers. That's why minor instabilities suddenly become major setbacks. Setup: rings at chest to head height. Lean back, pull toward your face, elbows narrow, squeeze at the end. Here's where most people fail. They rush through the reps like they're late for something. Face pulls are not a fast movement. They're about precision. Slow down. Activate every fiber in the rear delts. Pull with your shoulders, not just your arms. If it feels too easy, lower the rings and increase the angle. If it feels too hard, step closer. You control the difficulty. Training longevity lives in movements like this. Exercise 4. Handstand. Push-ups. The ultimate flex of shoulder control. Strong shoulders lift weight. Elite shoulders lift your entire body. This is the calisthenics equivalent of placing a barbell overhead, except you are the barbell. It demands stability, strength, confidence, and flawless alignment. Even if you're not there yet, start preparing today. Steps. Kick up into a wall-supported handstand. Lower under control until your head taps the ground. Press back up without arching your back. If your back curves like a banana, you're leaking strength. Lock your core. Press with intention. And if you can't do them yet, stay on pike push-ups. Elevate your feet. Practice consistently. You'll get there. This is a long game. Exercise 5. Ring support holds bonus. The secret. No one talks about. You're going to love this or hate how badly you've been skipping it. Most athletes chase reps. They chase flashy movements, but strength without stability is weakness in disguise. Support holds train the muscles that prevent injury. They develop strength that doesn't show up in the mirror, but shows up in your performance. On parallel bars or rings, lock yourself in place. Shoulders packed down, not shrugging. Arms straight, no movement. Feel every muscle working to keep you still. If that feels easy, try it on rings. The rings try to move. Your shoulders fight to keep them still. That's elite level control. This is what separates someone who trains from someone who masters their body. Your shoulders have been carrying your strength journey from the shadows, supporting every rep, stabilizing every imbalance. And you've been giving them leftovers. That stops today. Because weak shoulders don't just limit your progress, they cut your potential short. Training them directly isn't optional, it's foundational. It improves every push, every pull, every balance hold. It reduces injury risk, boosts physique, builds control. So here's what you need to do next. Start dedicating time, real time, to shoulder training. Do these 5 exercises consistently. Slow down. Control your reps. Respect the burn. Don't rush progression. Earn it. Strong shoulders don't just support strength, they launch it. Now go train. Your shoulders have been waiting for this moment. And when you feel that first real burn, that's not pain. That's progress demanding your attention. If this video helped open your eyes to what's really been holding back your strength, hit like before you forget. Share it with someone whose push-ups have been lying to them. And subscribe. Trust me, your shoulders are just the beginning.